Throughout this week, I'll be offering some thoughts about the parallels between the story of Moses as found in the book of Exodus and the story of Jesus. My point is that the gospel writers, when reflecting on the life of Jesus and the meaning of his life, found in the story of Moses a foreshadowing, at least in some ways, of who Jesus was and what his mission was. And so today, in the first reading for today's liturgy, we hear the story of how the Pharaoh wanted all the young boys of the Hebrews to be killed because the population of the Hebrews was becoming too big. Moses' mother, in order to spare little Moses, puts him in a basket and sends him down the Nile River. Pharaoh's daughter, who is bathing in the Nile, sees the basket. And then Moses' sister, who has been watching all of this, comes forward and says, "Shouldn't I get a Hebrew woman to feed little Moses and to care for him?" Pharaoh's daughter says, "Sure." And Moses' sister goes and gets their mother, who is the one who is allowed to care for Moses and to raise him in the court of Pharaoh. So Moses' life is miraculously spared. The author of the Gospel of Matthew, in particular, sees a parallel between this particular story and the life of Jesus. After Jesus is born and after the Magi come and see him, they go to Herod and they say that the king of the Jews has been born. Herod, of course, is threatened and incensed by this, and so he orders the slaying of the young boys in Israel, the young Jewish boys. An angel tells Joseph in a dream that this is going to happen and tells him to flee to Egypt. And so he takes Mary and the baby Jesus and flees the wrath of Herod. And so we see here, as in the story of Moses, Jesus miraculously being spared from death. Matthew will make the point that Jesus is, in some ways, the new Moses. And this is a point that he will stress in other ways in his gospel.